About 4 years ago, I was invited out to meet Ennio Morricone out in Sicily, and basically a friend of his had played him my album, and he liked my voice and was interested in working with me on a project with a number of different artists. The project didn't end up happening, but about 4 years later, when I was coming up with ideas for my new studio album, his name came back up, and we thought, I was kind of like, well, let's just ask him, see if he's interested in doing one track with me for the album. And then the word came back that he was interested in doing a whole album with me. All the music on the album is, of course, Ennio Morricone's. And there's a mixture of old and new pieces, themes from like movies like The Mission, and we've used the themes two themes from Cinema Paradiso. So there's some tunes that people will know, and then Ennio wanted to write 2 new pieces. So I think they helped to sort of shape the album, and I think he's constructed a nice album. I was thrilled with all the pieces of music. His music is just so emotive. Some of his arrangements are just breathtaking. So yeah, it was a real treat to lend my voice to his pieces. As well as Ennio Morricone, we also had 2 other legendary artists contributing to this album. So Tim Rice, he wrote lyrics to one of the pieces, The Edge of Love, and I received the lyrics by email and direct from Sir Tim Rice, and that was, yeah, I never actually met him before, and I ended up meeting him after we'd worked together on this project. Then who else? Don Black, of course. I've worked with Don before actually, and he was really excited to be given the opportunity to contribute some lyrics to this album, and I was like, well, we're really excited to have you involved. So it was a happy union, and I was invited round to his. He invited me round to his house to sort of hand me the lyrics and to find out whether I liked them. And he handed me the lyric sheet, and we sort of put on the music, and I sang the lyrics through, and they just fitted the music perfectly. So we've called that, he's called that piece, Would He Even Know Me Now? And in keeping with the movie theme. So yeah, that was really exciting having Don Black and Sir Tim Rice contributing lyrics. I've also contributed some lyrics to the album. I wanted to have a go at writing some lyrics to one of the pieces, and I submitted my efforts to the Morricone team, and then the word came back that he really liked my lyrics, and he wanted me to write some more for the album. So I ended up writing lyrics for 3 of the pieces, including it's the theme from The Mission, Gabriel's oboe, which I've called Whispers in a Dream, and I guess it's the lead track on the album. So it was great to have the opportunity to write some lyrics and to just get a bit more involved, in the whole project. I enjoyed, the direction, being encouraged to really sort of to dig deep, and even when I thought I was giving my all, he would sort of encourage me to dig even deeper and really get to the core of the song. So I really feel like he's pushed me to my limits, and maybe beyond. I really did appreciate the close interaction with Ennio, and the fact that he wanted to be really involved was incredible. He could easily put his feet up and and be like, I'll leave other people to do all that. But he wanted to be involved, and he wanted to be present throughout the whole process. On the album is a piece called Whispers in a Dream, or Gabriel's Oboe. It's the theme from the movie The Mission, and this piece, this song, I hold really close to my heart because it's one that I contributed lyrics for. Musically, the piece is just, it's so emotive, and particularly if you've watched the film The Mission, I guess you have all those, the story as well in your mind when listening to the piece. I did use the movie for inspiration, and but not sticking completely sort of to the theme. I kind of put my own twist on it, I guess. So the lyrics I wrote, I mean, it's basically a hope for world peace, and so yeah, it's one of my favorites on the album. On this album, we're using 2 of the themes from Cinema Paradiso, and one of those we have named Profumo di Limoni, and there were already some lyrics in existence for this piece of music that some other artists have recorded, and initially we were thinking about using those lyrics, and then Ennio decided that we'd write some new ones, especially for the album, and I love these lyrics. It's basically, in the song, I'm taking a journey back to my homeland, and the key is the lemon scent, which brings up all these memories, and the piece of music is beautiful, and the lyrics, they match the music perfectly. So. Yeah, it's a great piece. There's a second beautiful theme in the movie Cinema Paradiso, and Don Black has written the lyrics to this piece, and I've worked with Don on a few occasions, and I was really thrilled that he was interested in writing lyrics for this piece, and I remember going around to his place, and he'd sort of typed up all the lyrics that he'd just newly written, and I sang them through along to the music, and they just they fitted beautifully. And he has a real way of sort of I mean, what can I say? He's a great lyricist, a legendary lyricist. So it was it was really exciting having his input